Is it streaming? Is it on an app? How can we keep up with the race? All these things have changed drastically in a very short period of time. So I feel like just technology, like anything else, has driven a lot of change, and NASCAR is no different.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brian Jones from PopCulture.com. And joining me today is one of NASCAR's top drivers. He is the reigning Cup Series champion who happens to have his own documentary coming out called 𝐏𝐶, streaming later this month on Peacock. Chase Elliott. Chase, how are you doing?
Doing good, thanks.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. So your documentary, Chase, as I mentioned, premieres later on this month. It's going to take a look at your life, you growing up in Dawsonville, Georgia. How did this whole process of you having your own documentary come about?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm used to the word documentary, but nonetheless,
yeah,
basically just kind of showing Dale around town a little bit and talking about racing, which to me is obviously has pretty much been the entirety of my life, has been centered around racing in some way, shape, or form. So, we had fun with it. It was a good opportunity to get Dale down here and him see a part of Georgia that he's never been to, a part of Georgia that he has known a lot about but has never visited. So definitely enjoyed doing it, and hope everybody has fun watching.
So what was Dale's reaction when he visited your hometown and, as you mentioned, not seeing that part of Georgia? What was his reaction to the whole experience?
Yeah, I think he enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun. I mean, at the end of the day, I think he did too. And we did interviews and different things. So it wasn't like we were just free and clear, able to go do whatever we wanted. But at the same time, we did have a chance to, look at some of Dad's old cars and, went out in the lake a little bit and just kind of really showed him the area. And I think he enjoyed it too. So yeah, we had a good time.
And obviously, you have a strong fan base. You were voted NASCAR's most popular driver when it comes to the Cup Series the last 3 years. When it comes to this film or documentary, what's the one part or a couple of parts that you're excited to see for fans to see? Is it, the cars that you talked about, your old dad's cars, or the interviews, or just you hanging out with Dale Earnhardt Jr.? What do you think fans will be excited about?
Well, to me, I think the best part will probably be just the questions and the interview side of things. Just because Dale and I feel like we just had really open, and it was more of a conversation, more so than it was a sit down question and answer. We were just kind of talking racing, talking about my career, talking about kind of how I have got to where I'm at. And then obviously, he's experienced some similar things to me growing up with his dad being, involved in racing, obviously, and whatnot. So I think that part will probably be most engaging. I'm not sure about, what everybody else will think, but to me, I think that will probably be fun to see.
Of course. And, you mentioned your father, Bill Elliott, one of the most popular NASCAR drivers in history. You mentioned you've obviously have grown up around NASCAR. And when it comes to all the changes that have been made over the last, 20 to 25 years, what do you think is the biggest change that you noticed from you growing up around NASCAR with your father and up to you being one of the top drivers in NASCAR today? What do you think is the biggest change?
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like a lot's changed. I mean, society in general has changed a lot. The biggest thing, I think, no different than probably anything else in the past, really probably 15 years, has been social media and just how that has completely changed everything. From a sports standpoint, right? Everything is just so easily accessible. And how NASCAR and all these different sports are trying to figure out ways to keep people engaged, and what the best way to present their entertainment, their race, their game is on TV? Is it streaming? Is it on an app? How can we keep up with the race? All these things have changed drastically in a very short period of time. So I feel like just technology, like anything else, has driven a lot of change, and NASCAR is no different.
Absolutely. Social media and technology played a huge impact on NASCAR and just sports in general. So the last question I have for you before I let you go is, as I mentioned, you're the reigning NASCAR Cup Series champion, and you're on pace to compete for another Cup Series title. What do you think that you have to do in order to win another Cup Series as the season gets closer to the end?
Yeah, we just have to peak at the right time. That was really what we did best last year. Was we really peaked at the right time and kind of got hot for a stretch of races that was perfect timing. And unfortunately, you can't always draw that up. That's not just something that you can just snap your fingers and make happen. So it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of effort. And it comes from everyone at our race shop, everyone on the road, myself, our off-track help. Everything has to just really be clicking at the right time. So, our playoff run is 10 weeks, which is a long time, right? I mean, you're talking a couple months worth of racing. So just those stretch of races, it's tough to be at your best, to peak for 10 weeks. So we just hope we can peak at the right time again. That's key. And we want to perform when it matters most.
No doubt. And we're looking forward to that. Chase, again, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations on the documentary, and good luck to you the rest of the NASCAR season.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, guys. And for more on Chase and all your favorite sports stars, be sure to keep it locked right here on PopCulture.com.